All right, so there's a 10-minute delay now on the stream.
All right, we're back up.
Let me throw a little message out here.
Are we good? We're good to go now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Discord just fucked everything when they did that update. So.
All right. All right. Well, quick little update here, folks. Those two tigers that they had sitting on Westbend, or one of them wrapped around, tried to wrap around, make a play, and after they took out the jumbo, they lost it to another jumbo. So now I believe RDG has tank supremacy, and they are pushing their way into Westbend. L201 is trying to hunker their way down, but RDG is certainly pushing their way in. L201 really don't have much of a presence back on N30 highway.
Yep, unforeseen update on the computer ended up screwing up the delay in the stream, so.
Sorry about that, guys. Are we all good to go now, though? Everything's back in where it needs to be?
Fucking music that I keep hearing in the background and I have no idea where it's coming from. Have every program closed except for OBS and Discord, and that music still keeps popping up. Testing went so well yesterday. Not really sure what's going on today.
Is it something in the background of your house?
No, coming through my headphones.
He said he could hear something in the background. He wasn't sure if it was music, but... Alright, well, anyways, RDG is starting to take the point. They are still pushing their guys up. They really don't have their guys pushed up as much as you would need them to really start having an effect. Already is hammering down in front of Westbend. L201 at this point, while they are trying to slowly push in on N30, it seems like more of the effort is being put into hunker down on Westbend here. RDG still has a heavy. They have what, one jumbo up right now, Doc?
They've got one that is. They've got two. One is starting to push Westbend on the southern road, and one on N30 highway trying to clear a point.
Oh, they have one up on the...
on that purple road, halfway between the points.
Yeah, yep. Wow. Okay.
So we might be seeing a push.
Very, very close to those two tigers. They got themselves in a little hidden spot behind this pile of logs.
So where are the two tigers at now?
So the two tigers that we have are D48 and C48.
Okay.
One is hauling ass out of there. Oh, as he's getting shot in the rear end, that jumbo had eyes on it. Going for the shot, just barely missed.
Looks like it was a solo 8T player that snuck around.
No, that was a tank shell that hit him for sure, but it missed.
There was an AT player that just
Unless
went
they
down
have...
right before that. That was behind the tank. But RDG is starting to make some moves into the point now.
This jumbo is pushing up. They're getting ready to get aggressive with it.
So now we got one on the MSR and one pushing right into Westbend. This is going to come down to tank engagements and gunfights on Westbend.
this will be really interesting to see what they do here. Okay, I missed something because there was another tiger that went down. Unless I'm not seeing...
So we've got one jumbo.
Yeah, that tiger did get blown up.
We got one on the MSR.
How many jumbos you
here.
got? Just one? There's still two.
We still have two. We got two jumbos up.
Yeah, so they took out... Okay, so your jumbo took out our other tiger. We have one tiger sitting up north of Westbend, and that's it on the MSR.
So the jumbo on the MSR, I believe, is what took out your tiger down there by Westbend. The way his gun's
Okay.
looking.
Or sorry, yeah, the tiger's on the purple row. RDG
But
certainly
RDG
has
is
tank
starting to make
supremacy
a
now.
push in with this tank, though.
We're gonna see what happens now between these two tanks. They're about to go at it with each other. They're about to dance right now. Who gets the first shot off?
Ooh, the tiger hits short.
And Jumbo going for his shot, or is he gonna be patient with
I
it?
think the fence and that hill are kind of preventing it.
Oh, they both missed. Yep, they're both getting their shots blocked. Well done by RDG though to have an engineer ready to.
Steve, Cat, and Bad, and Frankie. And a little transportal. Frankie goes down. Dark Baron.
Oh! The Jumbo takes down the Tiger. No way.
Now we
I'll
have,
tell you what.
Two heavies on the field for RDG and nothing on the field for
Against nothing. There's a medium that's
L201.
coming out of HQ2 for L201, and that
I'm
is
seeing
it.
a lot of cap pressure on M30 though. I don't see a single. Ooh, it's gonna be.
There's not many L201
Nope.
guys.
L201
There's
L201
really
is
not.
trying to put the pressure on, but RDG is fully committed to taking this
They,
point.
to be honest, they only have 5 guys on L201 pushing up, and
the
yeah, they
entire
just pulled back. They just respawned. This point is lost.
AT
RDG has
winners
made their push
on
up.
the AT gun trying to take out this jumbo. He's gonna get off the gun now.
It's, you know, it's very interesting because, you know, 35s and 50s are so different, but at the same time, the way that they took that point was, you know, no different than we would take a point where you take their, you get the tank supremacy and then you push that front door right in, and that's really great to see in the 35s, and they successfully take this point. RDG now wins this game,
Let's see if
winning this game
L201's gonna
3-2.
get some OPs reset real quick.
We are 5 minutes away from the halfway point, and that is a real interesting time to take this point. Let's see what they can do with it. I'll tell you what, holding Westbend, while it is on the very, very edge of soft cap, if you can push up, they're going to have a hard time taking this back because there is so much open field.
Yeah, this is definitely a
The
hard
way to
point.
take this point back is going to be very difficult.
RDG starting to get the defensive positions and posture set up. Still got two.
That was a
heavies on the
wild turn
field.
of events with the tanks. So, folks, for those of you who missed out, you know, while we had our technical difficulties, it was a 2-on-1 in favor of L201 with tanks. It became a 2-on-2. L201 took out one of their jumbos. RDG brought out another jumbo, took out that tiger. It became 2-on-1 for RDG. Then it became 2-on-0. And then they took the point back, and it was a very well, slowly planned out play by RDG. That was very impressive to see. Now I wonder here what RDG's initial plan is going to be now that they hold Westbend, if they're going to try to go for Cobra Factory, or if they're just going to hunker down and say, you know what, we're going to go for this 3-2 win, hold off as much as we can, let them try to cross these open fiels,
That's
cover
the
our
catch.
rear.
That's the catch with this point is for you to get out of this point, you got to cross the open fields, and for them to get to the point, they got to cross. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Now, if they can take this western set of buildings and hold that, it's going to be harder to do with 35s. The western
Sure.
buildings off the southern end.
Yep.
Then they can make their way into Cobra Factory from the city. And it looks like we do have, looks like an AT and a supply guy kind of doing that right now. But you're right, L201 has a lot of open field to cover to get into this point.
I will say this, they are trying to make sure that they cover the ground that they can. They are, you know, they did get set up in the city. They got a garrison up in the city. They got a couple OPs. They're pushing their way through down into the red zone on the MSR. You know, the goal is if you can take kind of those buildings in D5, you can get some crossfire in on there, and then you can somehow get some guys back into those trees behind Westbend, and you can kind of encircle them, then you're talking. But, you know, if they have Gary's set up back on N30 Highway even to cover themselves, it's going to be a tough point to take for L201.
Commander
They're going to
Ace-
really have to get their tanks back on the field.
Commander Ace is in the back lines trying to set up some defensive barriers in case they have to fall back. But
Hey, I
will
just
say-
noticed. Go ahead,
ahead.
you go first. Yep.
Well, the one thing I will say is their gear system is very linear, kind of staying on map's edge for everything, which is going to make short work for recon if they start pushing from the back. I already see a Gary lit up in the back down in C9, closer towards the HQ. And if they just
I'll give it to
make the left
L201. They
point-
got Gary's kind of decently set up, you know, at least to cover themselves from different spots. They, you know, they certainly are working on these back red zone Garys. Fun fact, L201 has a P4 back in D79 all the way back in N30 Highway, working their way back behind. So if they can find their way back behind to do something with this. However, they did just get called out by the commander. Commander, an engineer, and a support guy are all around this P4.
Man, they're just running with it, continuing to call out location, trying to get somebody back to take care of it.
Where are your jumbos at?
Jumbos are up on, you got one
Oh, I
on
see, yeah.
right in the heart of West
Oh, he's
End.
turning right now. He's turning. Look for that P4 right now. He may have a shot on him. We may have a quick little engagement here. He's looking right for him.
Commander continuing to call out, so we're
Oh yeah, he. Let's see him right now. There it goes.
One tap.
Oh, nice shot.
Well done by the commander and the squad lead and everybody over there. Keep that call out
Eggs.
going.
L201 is very spread out right now. Not necessarily in a bad way, but they do understand that if they're going to take Westbend, they need to also essentially take N30 Highway.
They got to dominate the MSR. That way they can
And they're
start
certainly
flanking
trying. They have 2 red zone garrisons in F5 and in F6. And they are slowly working their way back behind.
You always
I
feel
give them
bad
credit
the
for
front
really
door
understanding
infantry. Always feel bad for the front door infantry on maps like this where you know you're just gonna grind.
Eating that already over and over.
L201's got a AT gun set up right on the front door. Bold play.
Yeah, they do. They have an AT gun, but they do have this Tiger sitting here too. They did manage to get a Tiger back up, and they're bringing content the opposite HQ. So I'm curious to see what they try to make happen with that thing.
I do like L201 spread right now.
I tell you what, L201 spread, I do like their strat. They are certainly setting up to cover all the sectors and completely enclose these guys in. It's just a matter of if they're able to do it, and they are certainly going out of their way to try to do this the right way. However, they did just lose an OP in the city, and the garrison that they have is lit up red, so it looks like you guys are kind of slowly creeping your way in there. Yep, garrison's locked out.
Looks like L201 Blore making his way down the map.
Garrison will go down.
We get a little bit of penetration in here with Westbend here. Unfortunately, there's an OP on the other side of the hut, and he falls to Shifty. Waiting for him with an MG.
L201 has more or less abandoned their front door presence. So we just have this Tiger sitting over here. However, now it looks like there may be a tank engagement here. That Jumbo is pushing up for the... Oh, yeah, that Jumbo is sitting right here in front, engaging with this Tiger. Oh, Jumbo takes a hit. Jumbo missed its first shot. It got blocked by the trees. The Tiger takes its first shot and hits it. He misses the second. Jumbo is getting repped by two guys right now. An engineer that they had waiting to rep. Tiger's moving up, but Tiger's ready to engage this. He's not playing around. He's looking for that Jumbo. He does not see him. He should be able to see the outline of him right through these trees as I can.
Push, though. He's gonna have a sight line here in a second. You're looking right at him, bud.
Oh, he takes a shot right in the... That looks like it hit turret. That hit turret. Yep. This is still possible for the Tiger to win it. He ricocheted. Jumbo ricocheted the second shot.
Jumbo's got a little bit... Ooh. Takes a shot there.
Oh! Tiger goes down.
But you know what? Jumbo is taking shots from possibly that
It
AT
is
gun.
taking shots.
Yep, it's from that AT gun right in front. Looks like he got Apache and... Oh, right as I say it, a beautiful rocket from Arthur Morgan knocks him off that AT gun. Jumbo getting repairs by Night Fox, engineer. That Tiger going down.
They got to get someone on that AT gun.
That Tiger going down is a little worrisome. If RDG can get back behind this barn, kind of where that Tiger was, they can start to make a push up to this berm.
L201 actually brought their recon tank all the way to RDG's opposite HQ in H10 right now. They're all the way back there, taking the main road. Oh, he goes for that Tiger again. Jumbo again gets another shot on him with this AT gun. He is solo taking on this Jumbo with this AT gun. The rocket misses.
Well done.
Oh, he gets the Jumbo. No way.
Well done.
The persistence by the Apache from L201 gets on this AT gun, and he's not done yet. He's going for that infantry. He wants to take them down.
That's a big loss for RDG on their strong point. And L201 is making their way in from behind. That wide sweep. Like we said.
Did they creep their way in? No
MSR,
way.
yeah.
They found their OP back. That was one of the ways in. That's pretty much the only way in. If they can creep their way all the way through here.
And now
again, the biggest thing.
Now that
they haven't.
They've got one Jumbo still alive. But L201 is all over it. I believe it's satcheled.
I believe it just went. No, that was a truck. Do you guys have any Garys on N30 highway?
We do, right in the strong point.
Because we have 3 red zone garrisons
I believe
in
Doc
F.
Satcheled this tank. Which means
We put a garrison right on the
down
MSR and D6.
And he
We got
gets
guys
satcheled
pushing
in.
right in.
Another 76 down.
Wow.
So now there is no armor on the field for RDG.
That means that the only armor on the field right now is the recon tank for L201 that is sitting in HQ2 in F10-9 in front of the trench, probably just waiting for their heavies to come back up to see if they can get a jump on them. That is a very interesting and possibly very smart play. I'm curious to see how that plays out for them. L201 did kind of decide to abandon their garrison network and go full red zone. And
they've got numbers.
working.
They've got numbers pushing into the point. If they can find
Their guys are
RDG's
getting
garrison,
right on the cap right now.
if they can knock out this garrison, there's one OP, which is right off the garrison that's in the strong point, and one a little to the north. So right now it's all about gunfights.
Point. Oh, I see it. Yep, it's right here. Wow.
Yep. Ooh, good mine. Good mine.
Good mine.
Oh, what a spawn, though.
Oh, holy moly. Well, now they know where the garrison is, that's for sure.
Question is, can McLano...
Darth Baron trying to take this garrison down on his own.
He does have rockets. I think he's going to go for that garrison.
Oh, I see it.
First.
He may not have it.
He's got the
yeah, he's got rockets. He's a Car 98. Yep, he could go for it.
Oh.
And he gets slapped. Oof.
Brown MC
Rough.
got him.
Oh, there's another AT guy.
Another spawn wave.
And he takes down Car Steady. He's going the wrong way if he's trying to take down that garrison.
Runs right into Midnight.
He goes down. Midnight takes him down. L201 still has 4 OPs in the back line, but they lost most of their push, to be honest. RDG held it down with that Gary.
If L201 can maintain their OPs in this forest south of the point and then get armor pushing from the north, that I think is going to be their best play right now. That'll split the north and south, allow for infantry fighting in the wood line, and armor to just lay waste to everything in the front.
Well, we'll see what happens right now then, as L201 has their left pushing right in the front door of Westbend right at this very moment. We're going to see if he turns into a quick little sandwich here. He's pushing a little too far for my taste, I'll be honest. He's about to get shot in the butt right now. Yep, there he goes.
Engine him. He is dead in the water. Oh, nope, he's still moving.
Nope. He hit his side. It looks like he hit him in the track, maybe.
Desperation mode, though.
There he goes. It's not necessarily over yet. L201 has a heavy coming out of the top left HQ now. Looks like they're going to be heading straight for Westbend. How are we looking for heavies on the Allies side there?
We do not have... We have one heavy coming out of the HQ now with one Stewie making its way up as well. So they opted to go with one Stewie and one heavy for right now. Probably just to get armor up there because L201 is all over this forest. Which honestly, if they can start, if they're able to get Westbend capped, they're going to be setting up for a double cap rather quickly.
Yes, they are. They absolutely are. If they right now, it looks like there's a bit of a split, which is kind of hurting them right now. But this Stewie coming up right now might cause a little ruckus here if they don't get an AT guy on this quick. This guy's about to run up on a bunch of infantry guys, and none of them are AT. One of them is in the way back. One AT guy that they have near it is running the exact opposite. He said, I am out of here. No way. Commander Ace Mav working over back here to help take out these L201 guys from behind. Ace Mav goes down.
Stewie's going for the revenge on the commander, but misses that first shot. Stewie says, I don't care about one guy, I want a bunch. Starts pushing forward.
And RDG, are they putting a little bit of a push here on Cobra? Just a few guys.
Oh my goodness.
But they are winning their
So
gunfights.
that's
They're
Stewie.
oh.
That Stewie just went down to a AT mine in the road.
Oh, no way. Wow.
Good play by
Oh,
Spectro.
interesting turn of events here. RDG has 4 guys on Cobra, and they're taking to R1, which has 1 OP in the strong point. They only have a garrison in between Cobra and Road to Raccoons, so there's a chance that RDG might be able to do a little something here.
RDG's going to have to stay alive, though. They really don't have spawns close to Hardcat. They've got 2 OPs, 1 deep in the red off the MSR, and 1 right at the red-blue line by their Gary at the MSR.
We have a Tiger that just drove into Westbend. Literally just drove right in the hard cap of Westbend right now.
You guys got a Tiger on Cobra and on Westbend now?
We have a medium P4 on Cobra. But this Tiger just took a shot from somewhere.
We have a 76 on the purple road right off the 1030 highway making his way up.
This tank, this Tiger tank, is kind of sitting on soft cap or hard cap, not really doing. To be honest with you, he's got all these infantry next to him. Now he's into him. Now we're getting somewhere.
We have a mass spawn that light is... Oh no. Oh no. The 76 with Satchel takes out a squad of infantry behind it. That was kind of like the last second save that they were waiting for to hold on to Westbend. I think we might see a shift now because we have 0 armor in the field for RDG.
RDG has 0 armor right now?
Yep. I went back to look for that 76 and heard the Satchel go off.
We have this Tiger in Westbend, and we have the P4 rolling in right now, so it's like L201 is going to be able to take this back.
And infantry
And the
all
question
over the
is,
place for L201.
Are they going to set themselves up for a
scrambling.
quick double cap here? This would be wild if they did.
Also, the N30 highway garrison is locked out right now. And that's what I mean by the double cap. I mean, L201 is completely behind RDG on both points. RDG is making a push from the north to try and... I guess it's northeast. Northeast to push back into Westbend with L201 behind. Oh, they did get a spawn off of a garrison in the trees down to the south. But is it enough pressure to start the defend?
Oh yeah, I see that spawn wave. Oh wow, that was a big spawn wave.
Problem is, hard cap.
Where's that Gary?
That Gary is right on map's edge in the
Oh yep,
trees.
I see it. Yep. Yeah, it looks like that push isn't going to be enough though.
Which the issue is if they lose Westbend, they've lost their garrison on N30, and they have
all these guys are about to get crossfired.
If they lose this point at Westbend, they're going to lose the Gary at Westbend, which means the next Gary is in D9 that they can start pushing their way up to N30.
Well, we're going to see what happens right now. Is this going to be a quick double cap? It's only contested because they only have 1 guy in there. They need more bodies in here, and they could just take it right now, and they have no idea. Oh, the commander's building a Gary right now on N30 highway.
Well done by L201 to persist and take back that mid cap.
Commander's going for another Gary on map edge to see if he can get it there before L201 creeps in. Oh no, where is he going with the supply truck?
Good question.
He's just going fully. Oh, he didn't have any supplies. He was just going fully straight in, going for the fight, and he goes down.
The entirety of RDG is in the hard cap, pretty much, for M30. They do not want to lose this point.
I will say this, just from, you know, I guess a learning perspective, that really would have been the opportunity for a double cap if they had realized that they could have sent a few guys just on N30 highway and prevented that commander from setting up that Gary. That was an easy double cap. They had nothing set up. RDG did get quite the bodies back in N30 highway, though, to give them an opportunity to get their push back in. The one tough thing about L201 setting up the way they did now is, at least for RDG, is now because they went from behind, they have all these trees that they pushed up on. Now they're already going to be up on the red line, blue line. That's going to be really interesting to see how RDG figures out how to push back on these guys. 27 minutes left. We're an hour into the game. Well fought by both teams so far.
The thing that L201 has the MSR under control outside the point. N30 is literally, and they've got a squad behind too. It spawns behind. L201 is definitely set up to take N30 with the control they have around this point. RDG is going to have to be looking 360 just to figure out where everybody is. Fighting on 3 fronts by the looks of it.
L201 is certainly covering their map edge. They brought 4 right over the edge to make sure they do not lose it. They already got their Gary up on the red line, blue line. They do not want this side going down. They want to solidify all this space as theirs.
So it looks like L201 took out the Gary on N30. And there is just OPs in the strong point.
They had an assault guy. It looks like that. Yep, they have an assault guy back right behind. They got back here and took out the Gary. He's sitting on that roof. Now he goes down.
Off the roof now.
He's off the roof. What once was is now gone. Oh, payback. Look at the revenge. Pankeke said, not today. Not today. Alright, RDG's got a few guys running in the open right here. Where are we going? Oh, they're covering the back lines that they know L201 is already in. I'll tell you what, shout out to, who is this, Verdugo back here in the recon. He has consistently kept up an OP back here to cause ruckus in their back lines. I don't know how much he's taken out or anything like that, but I will say he has had himself in the right position to cause a ruckus back here. L201 is indeed throwing a bombing run on N30 highway as they start to collapse in. They have an AT gun on map edge pointing right in on N30. We've mixed in with a bombing run and mixed in with the infantry. I don't know. This might be a really interesting play right here, and they may be going for it all. They want this 4th point. They want to take that 4-1 win.
Bombing run gets 1 or 2 infantry, nothing more than that.
Yeah, that was, he missed most of it. Yep.
So it looks like
they've already
have a recon and a Sherman out on the field, and it looks like they're coming up behind this AT gun over here in the D63 square. I'm sorry, D6. Yeah, and yep. Medium tank just obliterates that AT gun. But L201 is starting to get into the hard cap, wiping OPs as they go. There is a garrison still up in here now, but it looks like Roc N is on it, surrounded by infantry. Out of ammo, both reloading.
Ooh, medium Sherman takes the hit. This is a medium on medium engagement here.
Carchetti and Carlos fighting over this garrison. Grenades going out.
Oh, you are live with the Roc N Doc Show as they cover this lovely tank engagement. Oop, behind the building just in time. And gets an AT rocket from the other way. He is sandwiched. This Sherman is getting it from all the directions. And he goes down.
The rocket by Rack?
Excellent rocket. He must have spent some time with Doc in the rocket room. That's crazy.
L201 has put in some serious pressure. They do get that garrison as I flew over to take a quick look at that tank engagement.
I'll tell you what, they've had these two OPs stayed up right behind N30 that's helped them just consistently get surrounding pressure, if anything, even if it's not anything crazy.
RDG does
It's
not
just
have
constant.
any spawns in the hard cap. Two OPs nearby, just in the soft cap right outside, but not looking good right now. Sheer numbers, L201 is definitely making that push.
L201's got the hard cap right now, that's for sure. They've got to see, L201's got to see all these guys crossing this open field. That bombing run didn't get anybody from L201, honestly. Yeah, we'll say RDG did get bodies back in, though. They're covering that soft cap area. L201 is streaming right in. This is really going to be a tight battle.
Just trying anything to keep this point from being taken. A little panic support, taking out the engineer who I know was looking at putting a satchel down. This Stewie just rolling through the point, trying to clear OPs, trying to clear infantry. Careful, he can get himself too deep and gets caught. Blow something up, maybe a truck? What's that? Nope, another AT gun in the middle of the road in the trees.
L201 is desperately trying to keep these OPs alive to take this hard point, and while they do have, you know, a lot of guys in the hard cap, they are struggling to consistently get enough guys in here to solidify this cap. Which is interesting because they do have a Gary on map edge. It looks like the Gary that L201 has on map edge kind of getting farmed for a minute here by a couple guys. Looks like these guys are slowly working their way up towards this Gary. L201's map edge Gary goes down. This is going to be really interesting. I don't know why these guys would be pushing in when their point is about to be lost.
L201 is just dominating the hard cap with a Tiger on the MSR too.
Yeah, they got the tanks in there, yep.
Got one.
Is that a P4 covering them as well? Yep.
We have 176 right outside, just off the MSR, trying to look into the point, but it looks like this point is going to go to L201.
L201 takes it 4-1. What a turn
Tiger
of
takes
events.
a ricochet from Midnight, trying to get the gun around, trying to turn it down, get stuck on the tree. Midnight gets the rocket into the rear end. And now I believe the 76 is starting to put rockets or put the rounds down into the Tiger as well. Peeking through the trees.
Oh, Tiger goes down.
76 does take out that Tiger. But we already have pressure on the final point. L201 wanted to go for the double. Looks like they had...
They went for the cap very quickly. They're going for the 5-0 right now. He's putting an airhead on there as well. He's got 2 OPs, a Gary, and now he's about to have an
He's got
airhead.
numbers. He's got numbers down here too. That
He's
heavy
going for
tank
this
is
game ending right now.
the 76 is busy up at N30 Highway.
I'll tell you what, if he calls a bombing run or something on this as well. Airhead has landed.
RDG does get a spawn off, I believe, at Garrison in the corner of the trees over here.
Ooh, RDG Malarkey does not see the airhead though. He's looking in the smoke, but he doesn't see the airhead, I don't think.
Get the aerial
See, I'm
view
gonna get
here.
off on this airhead. They're re-throwing smokes on this airhead.
OPs are going up right outside on the east side of the hard cap. Trying to keep spawns alive. Sheer numbers, L201 definitely has numbers here, though. If they can get in the hard cap, they'll lock out that HQ and start capping.
I'll be right back.
Good rocket. Good rocket. Arthur Morgan. Hold on. RDG is still holding their ground though. Starting to have a little bit of cap pressure. Start to take the point. But they're not giving up just yet. Slowly getting surrounded.
Alright, I'm back. I apologize. That airhead is still going. Holy cow, no one was even near it. They have now surrounded the front line of that airhead, making sure that no one gets pushed up on it. They want this cap right now. RDG trying everything to push back in on this point and take that ground back. Throwing strafing runs in. They got supplies coming in for a Gary. L201 is right there on it.
It's not looking good for RDG. RDG has spent a lot of time right now. They have a ton of forces trying to push N30 Highway. I wouldn't say a ton. They keep some gunfights up here, though. They need to be
L201
respawning
has
back.
completely taken over that strong cap, and folks, don't quote me, but it looks like this game is coming to an end. Well done by both teams. Excellent first game for Winter War League.
Apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm pretty sure the
Apologize for the technical difficulties.
I'm pretty sure
yes.
Discord was trying to give me warnings that it was about to update, which is what that music was. And then all of a sudden, it shut down half my programs on my computer. So sorry,
You know what?
you're
We
gonna have
made it
two
work.
different videos.
We
But
appreciate you guys pulling up. Everybody, thank you for watching Winter War League L201 versus RDG. Thank you for tuning in to the Roc N Doc Show. We appreciate you pulling up for our first Winter War League stream.
yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Take a look at the scores here. Go ahead and give my squad lead a commendation for allowing me to be a part of the team today. Hard fought match. Congratulations, L201, RDG. Well done. You guys put up quite the fight. So until next time, thanks for tuning in to the Roc N Doc Show. And we'll see you on the next one.
Have a good one, everyone. Thank you.